Oh, hi guys. Man, what a week. It was a rough week for some of us. Some of us more than others. I know Renee had a tough week watching her Eagles get embarrassed in Philly. Um, to a backup quarterback for half the game. I had a rough week. I lost my quarterback a week after I lost my keeper, my wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the league. And then I'll lose one of the best quarterbacks in the league, quarterback with the best QBR last year, highest quarterback rating in the fourth quarter all time. Anyway, I digress. Injuries happen. It's next man up. Luckily, I drafted Eli Manning, as my backup. Okay, all right. I don't know. How do I feel about that? Someone asked me the other day. They were like, "How do you feel about your team?"
Why? Say it! Say it! Why? Say it! Say it!
Okay? It's bad. All right. It's a fucking mass unit. Okay. I got hurt players everywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm 0-2. It might be a rebuilding year. I mean, fuck. Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Shit, man. I mean, let me tell you. And this right here, this was half full in the third quarter of the Cowboys game on Sunday. Then Romo went down, and this happened. Okay. And I'm 0-2. I'm 0-2, okay? Let's just go over the fucking picks. Fuck, okay? No. You know what? Listen, guys. I'm 0-2. Dante's 0-2. Martin's 0-2. Your only three active owners that have won championships are 0-6, okay? A lot of people might panic.
He said not to panic.
Okay? I'm not going to panic anymore, all right? I'm just not going to do it, all right? I'm going to pick myself up. It's next man up. I'm going to compete. Okay? I'm going to compete. None of that 0-13 shit's happening to me again. I don't think it's happening to Dante or Martin either. All right? Definitely not as bad as 0-2 if you look at the teams. My injuries. Anyway. Break down my picks from last week. I went 2-3. I lost to James because I lost my quarterback basically. Didn't play Stevie Johnson. Should have played Eli Manning. I mean, I made some mistakes, basically. Who would have thought? Anyway, so congratulations, James. You are 2-0. You got a pretty decent squad. Brady is really putting up some serious numbers for you. One of the picks I was right about, Dante lost to Stephanie. I had a feeling about it. He did put up 105 points, which would have beat more than half the teams. But he played Stephanie, and she had another banner day. The other one I was right about. Tracy beat Bill. Wasn't much of a game. It was a 20-point game. Anyway, he won. What am I going to say? I got that one right. And then Martin, I got that one wrong. You're 0-2, bro. Lost to Adrian. Adrian, I don't know how you got to win with the way that Sam Bradford's playing. You're going to have to do something about that. He's not who you thought he was, okay? He's just not. He's who I thought he was, okay? He's who I thought he was. But he's not who you thought he was. And then the big surprise, the big upset of the week is Renee beating Craig. Golf clap. Golf clap. Congratulations, Renee. You put up a hell of a score, okay? Second highest score of the week. Normally that would have been the highest score. 0.6 of a point is what you trailed Stephanie by. Our two ladies bringing in the high scores for the week. Larry Fitzgerald, 3 touchdowns in a game. That will never happen again, ever. Ever. He was playing the Chicago Bears. They are horrific. They might be the worst team in the league. Peyton Manning put up 28 points. I don't even know if that'll happen again, really. It is what it is. Adrian Peterson had a big day. It was kept out of the end zone. But she had a really good – she had 19 points from her kicker, okay? I don't think I had anyone that scored 19 points for my team, all right? Maybe – I don't think I had anybody. So anyway, congratulations, Renee. What we'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and go over the power rankings. All right, we're going to go over the power rankings real quick, And we're going to start at number 1. We're going to start at number 1, and we're going to work our way down to 10, okay? Now, remember, I did a 2-week snapshot, looked at the drafts, and I looked at these everyone's teams, and I am not just basing it off the win-loss record, okay? So don't get mad at me if you're like, I'm this record, and this person's this record, and blah, 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 okay? 1 win, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 loss doesn't define your team. You got to look at the whole team, the whole picture, okay? Now, the number 1 team I've got is still Craig, okay? It's been there, done that, all right? He may have took an L this week, but he still put up over 100 points. He's got the most solid team all around him. I like his team, all right? So I'm keeping him number 1. Now, right behind him and in the same house, I've got Stephanie, okay? I know she's put up the most points and all that, but I'm still not sold on your running back situation, okay? Gronk is definitely performing awesome. He's, validating that first-round pick, but I'm still not sold on your running backs. But your number 2, from where you started off at like number 9 on the year, obviously I was wrong about that. At least so far, it is still early, but I got you as the number 2 power ranked team. Number 3, God hates Jags, okay? Tracy's got a solid team. That running back position is awesome. He's having some problems with Drew Brees, but Mariota seems to be playing pretty well. So I got you at number 3. Number 4, I got James. Tom Brady is carrying you, my friend. He really is. He's putting up some ridiculous numbers. He looks like he's going to have an MVP type year. And I don't know how anyone's going to slow him down. He's got all day to throw. His receivers seem wide open all the time. So I don't see anything slowing down for Tom Brady. That was a great keeper pick that you made. Number 5, Team Adrian. Now, this comes with an asterisk. Okay, this comes with the asterisk of I am assuming that he is going to pick up another quarterback. Personally, I think he should just drop Bradford, but he at least needs to pick up another quarterback because Bradford is going to hold you back. He's 1-1. He went 1-1 with Le'Veon Bell suspended. That's what he needed to do. He gets Le'Veon Bell back. If you've seen how D'Angelo Williams has been running for Pittsburgh, Le'Veon Bell is going to tear it up. Okay, so I got him at number 5 right now. Number 6, this is an 0-2 team, and some of you might get upset with me that I'm putting this team at number 6 when they are 0-2, ahead of 2 teams with wins. But, again, you got to look at the big picture, okay? No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Dante's team, Beats by Ray, all right? He's still got a good core. He's not too injured. He's a little banged up, but nothing compared to what I am. I still think he bounces back. I'm not sure if it's going to be a win this week or not, but again, it's a long season. Top 6 teams make it. Anything can happen once you're in. I like Dante at number 6. Number 7, and crawling her way out of the basement at number 10, is Call Me Jon Snow. I still don't think you deserve that name. However, you did earn a little bit this past week. You got a W. You put up one of the high scores for the week. So congratulations, Renee. You're at number 7. I hope the trip to Philly was worth it. That was the only thing that made, not that nothing's going to make losing Roma okay, but knowing that Renee was sitting there watching the Eagles just get dismantled and embarrassed, it helped me out a little bit. That's why there's a little bit left, actually. Anyway, number 8, I got rookies to win. I got Bill's team. I'm still not sold on it. Eddie Lacy is banged up. He's 1-1. You got one of the lower scoring teams in the league overall. I think maybe the second to lowest, actually. Adrian's actually the lowest, but he does get Le'Veon Bell back, and I assume he's going to pick up a new quarterback. So anyway, Bill's team is at 8. Does not mean it's the end of the world at all. 1-1 is fine. He's right there. I'm just not looking at it. I'm just not quite sold yet on the whole thing, but I mean, at least you're better than me because I haven't named my team yet. Number 9. All right, it's me. All right, NFC East bound and down. Man, oh God, man. I mean, it wasn't bad enough that I drafted Jordy Nelson in the 12th round, which is going to set me up, nice for next year, especially since I'm looking at a top 4 pick at this point. But Des Bryant, my keeper, injured, out for at least another 4 to 5 games. Pretty much. I would say 4 to 5. Now I lose Romo. Victor Cruz is still on the. He's still doubtful this week. I mean, look at my roster. There's so much red. It's unbelievable. The only thing I did do is I drafted Eli Manning, so I've got a chance to weather this storm a little bit if I can get those guys back. But I need Eli to carry me. DeMarco Murray, I didn't want to draft the fucker. I really didn't. I was like I was forced to. I mean, I just had to get a running back. I was going to be stuck with horrible running backs if I didn't take him there. And I should have just taken somebody else because, good Lord, he is hit in the backfield. It's not even that dude's fault. It's just that his team sucks. And his coach sucks. Doesn't even know how to use him properly. He's moving him east to west. He's a downhill fucking runner. Put the ball in his hands and run him between the tackles. He's not the fastest guy in the league. He's getting hit in the backfield. And the other thing is, Bradford, you suck. You fucking suck, dude. And you know what? Every fucking defensive coordinator knows it. They're loading the box. They're saying, you know what? Sam Bradford cannot beat us. We will not let DeMarco Murray beat us. So prove us otherwise. And he got hit in the backfield every time. So DeMarco Murray, it's really not your fault. You shouldn't have left Dallas. You should have took less money and played with a contender. You were a bitch, okay? And you went to the fucking Eagles. You're pathetic. He is on the block, by the way, so you think he has something left, he can do something, come at me. Okay, number 10. Number 10, I got Martin Scorsese, okay? I'm sorry, Martin. Andrew Luck is not looking good at all. I'm just not in love with your team at all. In fact, I'm just going to take a quick glance at your team again while I'm talking about it. Why I put you this way. D'Angelo Williams, who's been your best player so far, he's going to the bench. He's losing those carries to Le'Veon Bell. CJ Anderson looks horrible. I don't know what the... God, man. I mean, your team does not look good. I'm gonna go ahead and say right now that you are not making the playoffs. You're not making the playoffs, but I am sorry. It's not happening. I'd probably be there with you, but wave bye-bye to the playoffs, Martin. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and do some picks real quick. Let's start off with the matchup of the week. God Hates Jags versus the Eliminators. Now, just because I have Stephanie number 1 in the power rankings does not mean this is an automatic win. In fact, I believe she is going to lose this week. I think the running back matchup is where she's exploited. He has really great matchups. Marshawn Lynch going against Chicago. Oof. DeAndre Hopkins against Tampa Bay. Emmanuel Sanders against Detroit. I just like your matchup overall. So I'm going to go with Tracy to get the win to stay undefeated. Next up, I got Call Me Jon Snow versus NFC Eastbound and Down. Renee and myself. I would like to think that I would get a win here and get to 1-2. Unfortunately, looking at it objectively with the matchups, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't feel confident. I think it'll be close, but if I gun to my head, I'm gonna pick Renee. Fucking sucks. Next up, we got Martin and we got James. Martin Scorsese against Team Shonuff. This one's going to be tough. Unfortunately, Martin, you're going to join me at 0-3, and you are going to lose to James Aranda. Tom Brady's playing Jacksonville. That is not good at all. That might beat you by itself. Andrew Luck is going on the road against Tennessee. They got a decent defense. D'Angelo Williams is going to lose his carries. Jason Witten might not play. Jimmy Graham looks horrible. I got to go with James. Then we've got Beats by Ray, Mr. Dante Hamilton against Craig Williams. Dante, join the 0-3 club, dude. Ben Roethlisberger playing against St. Louis, okay? I understand you have Antonio Brown, but he also has Le'Veon Bell back. I feel like they're going to get him back in the game. Odell Beckham Jr. against Washington? Julio Jones against Dallas? I'm sorry, Dante, you're losing as well. Then we have Team Adrian against Bill, okay? This one is going to be tough. I'm, again, assuming that Adrian's going to get another quarterback, okay? So I will put an asterisk here. If he gets another quarterback, it doesn't matter who it is. It does not matter if he picks RG3 off the practice squad playing safety. Just in the event that 3 Washington quarterbacks get hurt and he's got to go in, okay? Even if he does that, okay, he'd be better off than if he leaves Sam Bradford in the game. So I'm going to go with Team Adrian. I think he gets the win. Le'Veon Bell is back. I think he's itching to get on the field and tear it up. DeAngelo Williams has been tearing it up, so I know Le'Veon Bell is. Okay? That's pretty much all I got for you guys this week. It's brutal out there. It's just fucking brutal. Okay? You have to plan for injuries. I have a little bit, but I didn't plan for this many fucking injuries. Okay? God. Listen, good luck, everybody. I'll see you next week.